What's up guys, Squints here. So, 4 models to go until Easter, and in this little series I'm just going to do some really simple modeling techniques that can kind of improve your text renders, logo renders, whatever, add little details, kind of improve renders, and yeah, just really simple techniques that can add a lot to your work. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make just a simple screw with kind of like a bolt on it, I guess. And I've used it quite a lot recently actually, just to use on lettering and things like that, just to add a nice effect, I guess, and techniques. So I'll just show you on a render actually. So as you can see, the bolts are here, really simple, but it can add a nice effect. Okay, so you just want to open up a plain Cinema 4D, and we're going to be aiming for this. Take about 2 minutes really. And once you get the idea, it's really easy. You can create some really nice things really easily. Okay, so I'm just going to delete that, and we'll get going. So we just want to insert a tube, and first we're going to, if I bring this back, we're going to create the top of this, and then we're going to create the basic shape and just add the little details in. Okay, so you want to go to the first one here with all of the shapes in, go to tube, and as you can see we've got this really big tube here. And what we're going to do is change these settings here. So when you click on tube, it should come up with these settings. If not, it's under object, and we're just going to change these. So inner radius, we want to make that 1 so it fills all of this in. Outer radius, this is up to you. Changes the dimensions of things, like but we'll put it on about 280. That'll do. Now the segment rotations is how many different kind of straight lines are in the circle, and while doing the top I choose 8. You don't have to actually do these, you can choose your own, but you could just do what I'm doing right now, and then you'll get the kind of idea and create your own in the future. Height segments 1 is fine, and height, again, it doesn't actually matter yet because we haven't got any other things on here, but about 100, that would do. And we're just going to duplicate this, so Control C, Control V, and we're just going to move this down a bit, and we've got duplicate. And we're going to make the height a lot bigger, and we're just going to use the outer radius, and we're just going to drag that in. You want it about half of this, so this is 280, and we'll put this about 140. And we just want to drag this down so it's just inside of the top of the screw. And now in the settings again, you want to change the rotation so it's not a dead circle, but it's not like a kind of octagon, I guess. So we'll change the segments to about 30. That looks good. And that's about it really. You can mess around with the height. That doesn't matter just yet as well, so just going to make sure. Okay, so now you've got that. We're just going to create the little detail on the top. So again, you want to select the first tube, Control C, Control V, or Command if you're on a Mac, and you just want to drag this up above the top, and you just want to change the outer radius, change that down to roughly half again. And to get all of these dead in the center of each other, you want to click the top right here, which is like a square and a square, and on this one make sure everything is centered to the same point, and as you can see that looks perfect. This is the actual view from the top. I just want to go back into this one. I'm just going to change the angle around just to see what we're doing. That looks pretty good. You can change how much it sticks out or not. Just a little indent, that looks quite nice. Okay, so we're now going to add some little detail around the bottom of the screw to kind of see where it kind of screws in, I guess. So you can use either one. We'll duplicate the top one again, so Control C, Control V, and just change the angle so we're side on. And you just want to drag this down, the one that you copied, and we're going to make this smaller. So on the settings, you want to change outer radius so it's just coming through, so about 160, 170, depending on your settings, of course, and change the height So it's quite thin, to about 30, 40, seems about right. And drag this about there. And you want to duplicate this, so we're going to duplicate all of this down. So Control C, Control V on this layer, and drag this down about 70, and highlight both of these. So hold Shift or Command, either or, and Control C, Control V, drag it down. And you have to drag it 140 if you want it exact, and highlight all four again, Control C, Control V to duplicate, and drag it about there so it's got an even spacing along all of it, and just leave the end and the top just a little bit more, just for that little extra detail. And as you can see, in a few minutes we've created quite a nice screw, and it's taken hardly any time. So now you've done this, you just want to go to MoGraph Effector Group. I'm just going to drag these in, or you could drag it in a null, it's totally up to you. And now that's in, we're just going to add a simple metal texture. Now this is kind of like a generic metal texture that you can get from pretty much any pack, or you can just shove a white texture on it or something and edit, well, put textures on it on Photoshop, up to you. But it really doesn't matter what texture you have on it as long as it's kind of metally, because you can just edit it in Photoshop and color correction may change it. So just render this out quick and it looks really nice. So just adding that to like a piece of text or a logo can add really nice, just like kind of so it looks like it's pinned in, things like that, depending on your style, but it can work with pretty much anything. And I hope you enjoyed it, guys. So tomorrow we've got another tutorial coming until Easter, so I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed it, if it helped. And yeah, have a nice day, guys. This has been Squints, and I'll see you later.